Folks, so I had a live performance that went not so well recently, and I'm going to share what went wrong. The backing track was too soft. It sounded like this. When it should have sounded like this. So there's a slight volume difference that I'm sure you heard. The problem, as far as I can tell, is something wrong with this cable. Now, this is not an optimal setup. It's an auxiliary cable on both ends, and I've got an adapter, one to go to the USB-C input on my phone, and the other one to get it to the quarter inch input for the PA system. So there's a dramatic amount of signal loss here, from what I can tell. I ordered a couple of cables that'll provide a direct connection from the PA to my phone, and one is a USB-C, one cable is USB-C, and one is an auxiliary cable. I have a couple phones that I could use. We'll see if it works. I'll let everyone know, but this sort of adversity is expected. A lot about my project is experimentation, and I try new things at these open mics so that I can prepare them for full sets. But I do have 3 major lessons learned from me, which maybe could help you as well if you're a musician. The first is test all of your equipment. I was rehearsing through a Bluetooth connection, which when you heard the louder volume, that was through Bluetooth. And everything I rehearsed was through that. I did not actually rehearse with the cable that I would be using. So when I got to the venue and it didn't work, I was unprepared. The second is have a backup plan. Since the backing track wasn't working, I didn't really have any other plans, and I wasn't prepared for that sort of outcome. So in the future, I'm going to think about, okay, if certain things fail, what are some other things that I could do so I could continue on the show? I ended up having to end the performance early, which is not really a good outcome as a musician. I was very well rehearsed and sounded good, but it was an equipment failure. The last and the hardest thing, I think, is about stage presence. I'm very particular about how I sound. Everything was well rehearsed and sounding good, but I need to figure out how to accept bumps in the road and turn out a great performance when things don't go as planned. When things start going wrong for me on stage, I get frustrated, and I need to be able to blow past those things and still provide a good experience for the audience. So musicians, what about you? How do you handle this sort of adversity with a performance? How do you prepare? Do you have backup plans for when things go wrong? Tell me in the comments. Thanks.